Hi, I'm Vince Marotta on ArizonaSports.com, and sitting next to me is a very familiar face to Phoenix sports fans. He's the former center of the Phoenix Suns, now the director of player programs for the Suns, Mark West. Mark, how are you?
I'm doing great.
So take us through a day in the life of the director of player programs for the Phoenix Suns.
Basically, I try to help mold culture throughout the organization as far as the players are concerned, to make sure that we're doing what we're supposed to do as far as presenting resources for them, particularly off the court. You know, if they want to pursue their education any further, that we make sure that they have access to resources to do that. If they want to pick up another language, if they, whatever the rules are pertaining to the league and the Suns and the players, that everybody follows the rules.
So you're the guy that enforces the rule book, so to speak.
Yeah, to a degree, yes.
They know they
or
have
at least
to come
they
to
understand what they're supposed to be doing.
Exactly.
Yes.
We were reminiscing a little bit before about your playing days with the Suns, and what a glorious time it was in Phoenix for the Suns organization. And just reflect back on that time, if you could, when you came here from Cleveland. The organization was a little bit down, but you were here for really the glory years of the organization.
Yeah, it was great. I mean, but when we first got here, we just turned the franchise around in Cleveland. They had, had some down years, and then Kevin came and Brad Daugherty, and we just turned that around where we could finally beat a team like Boston. I was like, yeah, this is great. And then all of a sudden we got traded here. And as a matter of fact, on the day that we were going to play the Suns in Phoenix, the trade was made, and so we sat in the hotel room and eventually came over and watched the two teams play, in the middle of that trade. But yeah, it's been a great journey, of great adventure. I mean, we ended up playing in the Western Conference Finals a few times, and then finally went to the finals. It was just a wonderful time. Yeah,
I mean, in 1993, the NBA Finals didn't get it done against the Bulls, but that was the height of Suns mania. I mean, over 200,0and people in downtown Phoenix on a 120-degree day. It was pretty special.
It was absolutely crazy. It just shows the passion for the sport in the Valley, and hopefully we can get back and do it again.
Now, being involved with the Suns now, when you see Steve Nash play on a daily basis and his ability to pass, and still, at his age 38, one of the best point guards, if not still the best offensive point guard in the league, do you wish not to slight Kevin Johnson or anything, but do you wish you had Steve Nash throwing you some passes?
Absolutely. I mean, he's two-time MVP, and I think it's well-deserved. And, ironically, he's probably had some seasons where he had better numbers and didn't get the MVP. So, and then you see a number of guards who come in the league who are, basically studied his game, and they're mimicking some of the things he's done, and they've become extremely successful.
I wanted to get your opinion on another craze that's going on in the NBA right now, and that is Linsanity. Jeremy Lin, who basically came out of nowhere. I'm sure you're familiar with the story, but a guy that had been cut twice, picked up by the New York Knicks, was living on his brother's couch, gets his chance and really seizes the opportunity. Yeah. And all of your years being involved in the NBA, have you seen a story similar to this?
Probably not with such hype, but I would venture to say that most of the players in the league are, we're grunts. We're kind of dirt workers, as Cotton would say. That most of us go through that kind of odyssey where we're struggling at the beginning, and then we get the opportunity. And so, obviously we take all the work that we've put in, and that opportunity presents itself, and we're able to run with it. And he's just been amazing with that, and in a city that is the media capital of the world.
Yeah.
And he's turned that franchise around, at least in the short term, and hopefully in the long term, as far as they're concerned.
Yeah, I was going to say, it doesn't hurt that he's in New York.
It never does. No, it doesn't hurt.
And they're going crazy for it, so it's been fun to watch. Now, your role with the Suns, that's not your only role. You're also the co-founder of the Nabi Foundation, and that is the Native American Basketball Invitational. Tell us about your day-to-day operations and an event that you've got coming up.
Well, I think one of the big things is it started off as basketball. Now we kind of ventured into a lot of different things, health and fitness programs for kids on some of the Native American communities. And we got the 10K and 5K race coming up in March 31st. And we have baseball, softball, so we've done a lot of things. For my part, I come out and at least spread the word that we're doing these things in the community. My partner Gina Reeves pretty much puts all the work in. She organizes all these things and makes sure that they're not just a great basketball tournament or 10K or 5K race or program, but some of the best, whether they're Native Americans or whatever else.
And they all work in concert. Of course, the 5K, 10K, it's called the Chasing the Sun 5K, 10K, and Health Fair. It's coming up March 31st.
Yes.
and people can get involved with that. But it's also a fundraiser for all the other things you do, including the annual basketball tournament, which lands in July this year.
Yeah, absolutely. And we have a lot of other, and the Sun sponsor us, the Mercury, Ak-Chin Indian community is one of our major sponsors, probably our most significant sponsor, and they've just been wonderful, partners for us.
Well, Mark, I appreciate you stopping by, and it's good to chat with you.
Thank you.
And best of luck with all of your events with the Nabi Foundation. If you want to get involved with the 5K, 10K, and Health Fair, Chasing the Sun 5K, 10K, and Health Fair, you can do so. Get more information on nabifoundation.org, or you can find information right here on arizonasports.com.